Alright. Baconman is back on the attack again with a little how-to on the King of Fighters 13. First, obviously, you have to insert your disc and start your game, where it proceeds to load your trophy data in your save game. After that, we have, logo screens, followed by the opening sequence, and okay, obviously no one's that much of a noob to games. The interface is very similar to BlazBlue Continuum Shift, if you've ever played that. I'm going to bust into practice mode. Now, if you're a vet of Street Fighter, and especially the big three of Street Fighter, you're probably going to want to start with the Kyokugen team. 3 hardened, karate-style warriors, very much based on Ryu, Ken, and so forth. You can pick, custom colors, or just devise custom colors. Going to go with Ryo first. And you know what, Yori's a good combo target. And who cares where we go? Okay, we're going to some ancient ruins for some reason, beyond my comprehension. Now, more character-specific stuff you'll have to worry about later. But yeah, you have, four buttons. Light, punch and kick, hard punch and kick. And they have close range variations, especially on the fierces. A lot of them have certain properties, like Ryo's hits low, or a lot of them have 2 hitters. See, now if you'll notice one thing, even though the back dashes are like normal back dashes, first thing that separates King of Fighters from Street Fighter is its dashing. It is continuous. It is designed for rush down and for scoring in as many of those close range hits as possible. Second is the throws. Forward hard punch and forward hard kick both do throw variations. The punch always throws them in front of you, the kick always throws them behind you. So you can use which throw that is there to determine, or to kind of direct where you want the enemies to go. The second is technical attacks. They're usually executed with forward A or forward low punch or forward low kick. Although some of the characters that have charge commands will also have ones for holding back. Unlike Street Fighter, these can actually be linked into combos after close range hits. So where a normal combo would be like a fierce punch to a fireball, you can go fierce punch to fierce punch, continue holding forward and cancel right into your technical attacks. You can even do that for moves that don't have hits to cancel it, because Ryo's is like, it's a character-specific parrying technique. He can parry, but he's the only one that can, with forward light kick or down forward light kick. But yeah, you can work these into combos. I'm kind of failing to execute here. It looks easier with other characters. Maybe I should have gone with Robert here. The second thing is obviously the rolls. Light punch and light kick together lets you evade fireballs and most attacks. Low attacks will still connect against rolls, and so will throws. So they're not complete catch-all fail-safes. Second off, I'm gonna build a bit of meter since I've spent a few. As you can see way down, it's the Rio light. Now you'll notice there's two gauges on the bottom here. The bottom one is your stock gauge, which you use for super moves. The other one is your skill gauge, which you can do things like, well, it's a certain kind of cancel. I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's been a while. It's been a little while. Dream cancels. Yeah, there you go. You can also EX moves, which is Alright, secondly, the super move commands. They're a little different than Street Fighter games. Usually a roll in one direction followed by a roll in the opposite. So the Ryuko Rambu here is like a quarter circle forward to a half circle back. You can usually just do it by rolling forward and then rolling back, like so. The other motion for his super is like forward, half circle forward. So they're a little different than pulling off Street Fighter supers. And a freaking cancel. Rio is not the easiest one to land the dream cancels with. There are also Neo Max moves, which are level 3 moves you can only do when your super bar is below like 30%, I believe. And we will return to the character select. I don't know why the freaking cancels don't seem to want to work today. I'm probably just rusty because I haven't played in a long time. Andy Bogard here is a canceling machine. Like, all of his moves just seem to seamlessly work. I mean, a lot of the characters weren't designed with the frame canceling in mind, but it works better with some than others. Like Terry, he's always going to be like a top-notch, B+ fighter, but most of his moves leave him airborne, so he can't really cancel that well. Or a lot of Andys keep him grounded. So landing his cancels work a lot easier. See, there's an example of close range two hitters. And there we go. There's a much better example. See, because that's just a normal thing, but that hit. I think it's just made for combo extension. See, and once you learn to get that second move in there, combos feel so much more natural. Drive cancels. There we go. See. See, there's a drive cancel for you. You gotta build up your bars for that. yeah. The game doesn't have a whole lot of full screen projectiles. About half the cast has it now. In '96 they took that way down. See, Andy just becomes a freaking drive canceling machine. Yeah, both hards incur an attack similar to the Marvel Cap 2 Snapback. It just sends an opponent flying way open. Forgot to cover that base. I'll tell you right now, Andy's going to be one of the big powerhouses of the game by the time things are done. Alright. Obviously you have your EX specials, which is supposedly easier to cancel and juggle out of. But yeah, there's a lot more focus on the close range combat in King of Fighters than there is in Street Fighter with its zone. See, look. You gotta really watch your ranges if you're trying to keep people away and play footsie. But usually, yeah, you just try to set them up in a defensive thing to take advantage of them. Just is very close range focus. Right. Da. There we go, power gauge. We'll set each to 3. Max out the drive gauges. You can also use drive gauge stun. I don't think you can adjust the life for some weird reason. I think pushing all 4 is supposed to put you into a boost mode. No, you have to have a full drive gauge to do that. That's the other thing the drive gauge is used, putting you in hyperdrive mode. It's coming back to me now. Come on, bring your drive up. Okay. Once your drive gauge is maxed out, you can activate hyperdrive mode, which basically gives you unlimited hyperdrive cancel for a limited amount of time, and temporarily gives you access to a maxed out move, which I did not pull off. No, wait, yeah, because you need that and 2 meters to do it. I didn't have the meter. Okay, so power gauge, there we go. Which is generally a super powered attack. Look at that, that's almost half damage. So, combined with hyperdrive ability, you can put together some really monster combos. Ha! Almost pulled that off. Ah, man. Nope. Nope, not gonna happen. Okay, and yeah, you can roll cancel out of moves for half of your hyperdrive meter too. Not gonna happen this time. And yeah, you can top it off with a super... There we go! See, so yeah, you can use a big grip of meter to recover. Now, in team mode, you start off with your 3 characters, and first you max out at 3 levels. For every time you get a character KO, you gain another level you can max. So your second character can max 4, and your third character can max 5. This, combined with these freaking meters, can lead to a lot of freaking crazy super comboing potential. Where if you gain some offensive momentum, I mean, it could be as simple as that. It's just over. Other than that, you're just going to have to mess with the characters and teams themselves to really get the hang of things. Wow, I don't know why that's not connecting. But yeah, Andy's one of the easiest characters to learn about the drive cancel system. Because his moves just naturally flow together, especially with the Shadow Slicer. And there we go. A brief breakdown of how to play King of Fighters 13 from someone who's really rusty. Anyways, I hope this has been helpful to you guys, and I guess I will be back later with some actual team footage. Rock on!